what is it like for you? Now, to be fair, the only friends that I know of yours are the ones from First Colony Youth Group.
Right.
Right. So I know you had lots of other friends on the soccer team and at your school and all that. But the friends at our church were, correct me if I'm wrong, mostly all white.
That's correct.
What do you wish that they would have known about your lived experience?
So I can answer that in two parts, because I think it's changed as I've gotten older. I think that as a boy in elementary school, middle school, high school, I wish that they would have known how, I guess, jokes about my race, not necessarily the friends that I was with, but other people that we would encounter, jokes about my race, commentary on it. I was always very aware of it, and I think that my self-confidence as a younger kid, just in general. I think that was something that was very. It took a lot of growth to get to a point where I was much more proud of being a Black American. Yeah. I think now, is kind of alluding to what I said earlier, is I think that I would want everybody to know that I'm uniquely considerate of my race everywhere I go, whether that be my interactions with my girlfriend when we're seen out in public. For those of you who don't know her, she's not Black. And so there have been instances where we don't get the happiest of looks in public. That's just the way it goes. I'm considerate of that. I think that things that impact people for one way and make them upset for one reason make me upset for another reason. Not getting in, this is not a commentary on my political leanings one way or the other, but in 2016, I was a junior in college. And the night that Donald Trump, it was apparent he was going to become the president-elect, the next day the Klan marched. And I don't think that that impacted me far more than any people that I went to school with.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course.
And so I think, while some people were disappointed because they didn't like him maybe as a candidate or for what he stood for, and some people really enjoyed him for what he stood for and what he was as a candidate, it impacted me because I felt that the person who was in office was now being supported by people who very clearly did not support people like me. Absolutely. And that was difficult. So I guess that might be my answer. As a young boy, I'd want, if you see young Black children out there, it's difficult being a young Black child in America, and dealing with people where, jokes about your race or jokes about who you are, where you're from, like it's in vogue. And then as I grew into an adult, seeing how much I was thinking about it, and how maybe other people weren't seeing things the same way that I was seeing them.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Yes.
And one that you're still on. I mean, I'm sure it's not over. But to hear you say, like, now I find a pride in being who I am and being like that's so encouraging. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
And I just love you more than anything, and I'm so thankful for sharing this time with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Kelly, I would always do this. This is great. This is a great time. It's good to see you.
It's so good to see you.